the importance of fasting, the importance of refeeding, the importance of your health being wealth is a lifestyle for myself and for my family. And yes, I may have been interested in it in the past, but being married to someone that is even more passionate about nutrition and about fitness than I am has definitely rubbed off on me. So I have to give credit to Nico for also educating me even more. This part of fasting is probably more important than the fast itself in many aspects. There is something called the refeeding syndrome, which is what you, not you specifically, but which is something that could occur if you are consuming too much food that is maybe too heavy in carbs too quickly. If you think about it, you have not been eating for days. So why would you put the stress on your gut by consuming all these heavy meals immediately after you've broken a fast? The refeeding process requires you to slowly ease yourself into eating food again. There's been some videos and articles that I've read about the refeeding process that I would absolutely link in the description below. For those of you who prefer reading over videos, there will be both. And what I found quite weird when I came across some videos by one dietitian actually stood out the most was, even though she is in that space of health and nutrition, when she broke her 3-day fast, sure, it wasn't as long as the length of time I just completed, but she went and ate waffles. To me, that makes no sense. So at the end of the day, when you are on a fast, you have a lot of time to think. Well, my hope is that you have time to think and just consider what your relationship to food is, what it's like, where it comes from. Is it because of how you were raised as a child, what you saw on the television? It could be a number of reasons, but we have the power to unlearn all of those habits that we have that no longer serve us, because we have so much access to information that it would be in our best interest to not only educate ourselves, but to, as far as possible, make better health choices. There's so many foods that can be directly related to a lot of illnesses that majority of people in our families and in the world have. So if you just were to re-look at that and extract that, and if you knew that you had the answers to preventing these illnesses, why wouldn't you do it, you know? There are so many trends that come and go, especially in the food industry, where you could be on one diet today and a completely different one next month. And what I want to kind of highlight or just mention is that I don't follow diets. To me, a diet seems like there's an end goal. So you do something sort of restrictive for a certain amount of time to get to a destination, and then what? The importance of fasting, the importance of refeeding, the importance of your health being wealth is a lifestyle for myself and for my family. And yes, I may have been interested in it in the past, but being married to someone that is even more passionate about nutrition and about fitness than I am has definitely rubbed off on me. So I have to give credit to Nico for also educating me even more. The meals I was having before doing the fast, for at least for the past few months, was weaning myself off meat, So instead of having meat products 4 times a week, I cut it down to 2 times a week. Monday to Friday I was having grains, carbs, vegetables and fruits, and then on Saturday and Sunday, if we felt like having takeout, we would go and have something. My desire to want to eat cleaner is at the forefront of my mind, as well as the fact that my daughter has eczema and she is allergic to certain ingredients. So having to find food that does not trigger her eczema has been a lengthy process, where we started eliminating things from what she consumes and then slowly reintroducing to see what actually causes the reactions. That being said, what works for me may not necessarily work for you. The end goal for me right now is just to continuously learn and educate myself and slowly remove the animal-based products that I've been so used to consuming my entire life. A little happy dance because it is 137 hours since my last meal, and your girl is ready for the juice game, for the refeeding. I hope that you had a look at this beautiful flat lay of fruit and vegetables, firstly in the thumbnail of this video, and secondly in this video that I'm showing you right now. You can see that it's everything from plant-based meat, I don't like to say meat because it's not meat, but plant-based protein, to vegetable pasta, whole grain pasta, an array of delicious vegetables, and of course the delectable selection of fruit. I feel like this is the most fruit and vegetable I've ever had on one single flat lay, but I'm really looking forward to being able to consume all of this in the next week. Obviously it's not all for me. Yasmin will also be having and Nico. So I am about to have my juice. For the next 2 days I will be having beetroot, apple and carrot juice 3 times a day, literally. So 6 of these guys, with a little bit more, because when you add in all the ingredients there's more liquid. I just wanted to put it in my mason jar to enjoy. Thank you, Bobby, for making it for me. Okay, let's see. I mainly smell beetroot, and I'm not like a beetroot enthusiast. It's not a vegetable that I buy ever, but I know it has amazing health benefits, so let me give it a go. It tastes like I'm drinking the Garden of Life. That was a good call, Bubs. The ABC juice, apples, beetroot and carrots. Yo. This may as well be a meal, like a whole meal. That's what it tastes like. I'm so happy. $137 hours. Let me get off this phone and enjoy my juice. I'm not going to make another video today because I'm going to be drinking the same thing 3 times today, 3 times tomorrow, and then from Monday we start incorporating salads. So looking forward to it. Good morning, everybody. It is day 2 of my refeeding process. This morning I am feeling slightly lightheaded. I think it's because I took a long shower and needed to wash my hair, and I just started feeling weak. So I think it would have been a better idea to have my juice first before doing all of that, because I definitely felt that yesterday it completely took away my dizziness, and I felt like I could do my activities as normal. But anyways, I have a self-tape to film, so right now the first thing that I am having is some ginger water with a lemon and apple cider vinegar. And because I got dressed already and I didn't want to mess up myself, I asked Yasmin if she could make my juice. So that's what she's busy doing, finishing up with the beets. Because we don't have a juicer, how we normally juice is just by using a mesh straining bag and container, and then just squeezing as much of the juice out as possible. So I've decided that I'm gonna have some of this green superfood juice. I really enjoy this drink. And then I'm gonna have my beetroot afterwards. It's literally just 16 ounces of water and then 1 scoop. It's probably one of the best green juices I've had, because you can taste the berries and all the veggies that's inside it. I missed it. I really did. I maybe had 1 of these a day, so that's like the recommended daily intake. And yeah, I'm glad I'm back to my juices. Oh my goodness, that was so good. I even told Nico that I may just have some fruit later on. He suggested, if having any, I should just cut up some cubes of watermelon. I do want to wait until tomorrow to have a salad, just because there's some extended benefits that you'll experience when you kind of prolong. You are in a sense prolonging the fast, because you aren't eating solids that your body needs to really break down and digest. So the process of like cell renewal or autophagy is able to continue whilst you are having just these nutrient-rich juices. So I'm gonna make my beetroot, carrot and apple juice now. I'll maybe put in a bit of celery. I'm feeling hungry because I feel like my body knows that I'm doing this, that I'm reintroducing different liquids and juice and eventually food. So now that sensation of being hungry, I think it's called ghrelin. It's almost like that grumbling that you feel in your stomach, almost like it's speaking to you. That has intensified today more than yesterday, but I still think I should take it easy and not get ahead of myself, because yesterday when I drank the juice for the first time, I could literally feel this tingling sensation, a slight tingle in my stomach, as if my body was like, whoa, what is happening right now? This is not just H2O. There is something else that we sense, but we like it. But I also wonder how people that have broken their fast with Jamaican food, how their stomach felt, because that is a lot. You're putting yourself through the most after just completing multiple days of fasting. I definitely don't recommend it. I mean, each to their own, but in terms of common sense, it just doesn't seem like the smartest thing to do. I have to show you guys this. Yasmin made some, well, they used to be garlic knots, so they used to be in the shape of a garlic knot, but she didn't put it in that shape this time. She just put it in a muffin tray. She stuffs it with herbs and a little bit of butter on the inside and on the outside. And the way that it smells, oh my gosh, I just want to have it so bad. I am so excited, which may be weird, but I had my first bowel movement, yay, since last week. It sounds weird saying that out loud, but I figured if I'm sharing everything I'm eating and what's happening and not happening, I may as well just let y'all know. Okay? For those people that think I was possibly constipated, no, I was not. I felt lighter this past week and less bloated than I have felt in months, maybe like a year. So constipation was not something that I was struggling with. There wasn't any waste that needed to come out like that. So the fact that I went now, and because I'm having so much juice, makes sense, and we are back on track. My stomach and my body is ready to digest and consume, and I'm about to have some watermelon. Right now I'm just gonna cut it first though. A friend of mine was like, why do you not have seeds? And that is a good question. Oh my gosh, look how juicy that looks. This is literally my first solid piece of food since 7 days ago. I mean, oh my gosh. Listen. Gotta close your eyes so you can take in what you're eating. Visualize it. Absorb it. Oh, God is good. God is good to give us this food from the earth. Watermelon is my favorite. And mango. I'm messing all over myself. I can't deal. Don't mess up my vlog, please.
Yo, this is so annoying. I feel like, is someone go on this computer or something?
Are you speaking to yourself? You're messing up my moment.
No, you're messing up mine.
You gotta take your time when you eat food.
Oh.
You have to. No one is speaking to you.
Did you get this email about Angela Bat?
No, I have no email.
Did you print out the?
Feel like I'm. Like I must go sit in the corner and just like eat it by myself. I'm probably gonna take an hour with this, just so I can savor every little bit of it. Today is officially day 3 of my refeeding process, and I am feeling so good. I'm excited that I get to incorporate some salad. I will actually be having 3 salads today. Lunchtime, and then maybe around about 5 p.m. and then again at 8 p.m. something like that, or maybe 9, because I stay up quite late. I don't have any juice, or rather I don't have any more beets left, so I am replacing my beet, apple and carrot juice with celery juice this morning. And I will also be having a ginger lemon apple cider vinegar tonic that would be warm. And then I'm going to get a light workout in, which will probably only be about 20 to 30 minutes max, nothing too hectic, just to ease my body back into engaging the muscles. I'm going to be sharing what my juices as well as my salads look like for the day. I am on set today and I did not have breakfast this morning because Nikolai was like, oh, you can have a salad. I'm like, I'm not having a salad for breakfast. I don't see myself having lettuce and tomato and cucumber. So this morning I just had my normal hot water, lemon, ginger, apple cider vinegar tonic. I had some celery juice before I left the house. I had my apple, beetroot and carrot juice, and now that I'm on set, I am having I'm about to have an acai bowl, or however you pronounce it. Hopefully it's yummy, because to be honest, it looks kind of dry. I'm proud of myself for choosing one of the healthiest options on the menu. I definitely wanted a burrito and whatever else was not part of my meal plan. Normally when you're on set there's catering, so your options for food are pretty endless. There's a big variety, but since COVID they're kind of making you choose what you want from a menu before you even get to set. So I'm having fruit. There's a little bit of granola in here. I'm not sure if there's yogurt, but I'll check. So far so good. It'll have to do.
6 hours later.
That was a pretty productive day. Wowee. I feel good and super proud of myself for staying away from the sugary drinks and from the snack table. And surprisingly, I only had salad. I never had the bowl. I had a few of the blueberries, but I ended up having the salad, and I'm surprised that it sustained me energy-wise throughout the day. Especially when you are surrounded by people who are having delicious smelling Indian food. I'll definitely have my cooked veg tonight, but I may have another salad with the cooked veg. Veg. One thing I realized yesterday was the first time in my adult life that I consumed 20 vegetables. 20 different vegetables in one day. I've never. In my 30 years of being on this earth. I actually, maybe 18, because I had watermelon and I had an apple. So cut those out. 18 vegetables. So proud I had to tell my mother about it. You know, when you know better, you do better. That's how it is. So let me go and have that. So I'm gonna put this inside the oven and then do curried cauliflower, mushrooms and some corn in the pan. Specifically for my supper next 2 or 3 days. Gotta get that curried cauliflower. I really want this to be roasted and brown. Ooh, it smells so good. You gonna eat the rainbow over here. Oh, I really want this corn to end up tasting like Nando's, which is a chicken house in South Africa, a chicken franchise. And their corn on the cob is amazing. So I've just put on quite a bit of smoked paprika spice and Himalayan salt and some aromat. Whoop, whoop. I want it to kind of be almost burnt, like crispy. So it is day 7 of my refeeding. The week is done and we are back to regular scheduling, programming. I'm so excited to eat because for the past 6 days I've been having mainly look how crazy your hair looks.
Look crazy.
What have I been having? Mainly vegetables.
It's all vegetables and a little bit of fruit.
So like 3 to 4 times a day. Obviously, I've shown pictures of what my meals look like.
Raw veg,
Then,
like
juices,
carrots,
lots of
beets, celery.
probably the most vegetables I've ever had in my life was
Salad.
consumed this week.
Tomatoes, and then cooked veggies, broccoli, asparagus.
I had at least 10 veggies with every serving. I counted it, so I know. And my weight's back up, so I ended at 151 pounds when my water fast was done, and now I'm back up to 159. Nico's made me a meal plan.
So we're doing a fat loss cut. So I took her current weight after doing the water fast because I knew the weight was gonna go up some.
Yeah,
So
fluctuate.
I created a 500 caloric deficit with a balance of
Oh yeah,
proteins,
fancy words. Caloric deficit.
proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Very low carbs, and
Really
then
low carbs.
moderately proteins and fats.
I'll show you what I'm having. This is what I'm gonna have for breakfast every day. A cup of egg whites, 1 egg, hot sauce, and turkey bacon, coconut yogurt, and a cup of berries, and that's just some coffee. I am excited to eat, so I'm gonna go. Thank you for sticking with me through this past week of refeeding. I hope that this video was informative or at least entertaining, you know. Okay. Anyways, thanks for watching.